But I do want to say, I do want to be able to use this platform to say, like, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, bro? Like, worst case scenario, you know? Because it's crazy. It's hard, man. Still trying to figure that out. It's all across the world, man. You see it, you know? I don't want to bring race into it, but sometimes it gets kind of iffy when you do. You feel me? So what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? Lord knows, like, what that guy or...
Are you kidding me? Tyreek Hill? Are you kidding me, man? I mean, are you serious? So right before NFL kickoff on Sunday for the Miami Dolphins, Tyreek Hill was detained by law enforcement. Now, real quick, before I bash on Tyreek Hill, I just want to say, I think Tyreek Hill is a great football player. He is an elite wide receiver, and when he is on the field, he is electric. Makes his team better, and you know what? It's fun to watch. But off the field, this guy is a complete idiot. So before I show the body cam footage of Tyreek's arrest, let me make it clear that liberal media channels like CNN, ABC, ESPN, MSNBC, etc., they're all saying that this incident was hard to watch and that here's proof of racist cops. Let's watch the tape and let's determine whether liberal media is right on this issue. Let's check it out.
Hey, don't knock on my window like that, man.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window like that, no.
Like what?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up? I have to knock to let you know I'm here.
Don't knock
that
on
way you
my
can
window.
lower it and talk to
Just
you.
get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm finna be late, gang.
Hey, keep your window down.
Don't tell me what.
Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car.
Give me that.
Get out of the car.
Give me that. I'm gonna break that freaking window.
Get out of the car.
I'm finna get out.
Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Damn. What part of blood are you doing this time? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, dude.
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out.
You understand? Not when you want, but when we tell you.
I'm getting
You're a little
out.
fucking confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too
bro.
late.
All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
First things first, I can't believe how stupid people still are today when they get pulled over by law enforcement. When you get pulled over, you don't show disrespect to the cops. You have the window already down, your license and registration already available, and just a tip, be as polite as you can possibly be to the cop. Now, Tyreek, your window was up, let alone it was a tinted window, so the cop couldn't see who was in the car or what you were doing. So the cop knocked on your window to let you know that he was there and for you to roll it down. Your way of responding to this cop was saying, "Don't knock on my window like that. Don't knock on my window like that," multiple times. What, are your tinted windows made of fine china? Why the hostility, Tyreek? Do you understand that when you start acting like a fool and give disrespect to officers, those officers then go on defense mode and start preparing to protect the people surrounding the area and themselves? Just hand the officer your license and apologize for wasting their time, plain and simple. Also, you didn't have your seatbelt on, so, that's also breaking the law, just so we all know. Then, Tyreek, you decided to roll the window back up. Now, why would you do that? Why would you roll the window back up? Who the hell do you think you are, man? Of course the cop is going to knock on the window again, let alone the other cops are preparing for any mischief that you might be doing in your car. They asked for you to roll down the window again, and you responded, "Don't knock on my window like that. Don't knock on my window like that." Again, are we serious? Not to mention, you then said, "Don't tell me what to do." The cops then asked for you to get out of the car 5 times. 5 times. And you refused. So the cops had to pull you out of the car for not listening and for creating a hostile environment. You asked for it, dude. That was your fault. You were pulled over for speeding. You were disrespectful to the cops. You kept talking back to them and rolling your window up. And then you refused to get out of the car when they asked you 5 times. That is your stupidity, not racism, you freaking idiot. Then you had the nerve to say in a press conference interview that you're the victim, huh? In case you all missed that, check out this video.
Right now, you know, so I've been trying to figure that out too. I've been trying to figure that out too, man. Right now, I'm still trying to put it all together. So I'm not gonna give you a version that I still don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to say, I do want to be able to use this platform to say, like, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, bro? Like, worst case scenario, you know? Because it's crazy. It's hard, man. Still trying to figure that out. It's all across the world, man. You see it, you know? I don't want to bring race into it, but sometimes it gets kind of iffy when you do. You feel me? So what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? Lord knows, like, what that guy or...
What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? How entitled are you, man? Now you're pulling the victim card after breaking the law from speeding and not wearing a seatbelt, then disrespecting officers and refusing to cooperate? You believe that because you are Tyreek Hill, that they shouldn't have pulled you over for speeding. So you're better than everyone else, apparently, and yet you're still a victim, huh? Didn't you just sign a 4-year deal for $120 million to catch a football for a living? You're not a victim. You're privileged, you ass. Now you want to use this platform to lie to the world about racist cops that pulled you over and detained you because of, once again, you were speeding and not wearing a seatbelt. You kept rolling the window up and didn't cooperate, and you didn't get out of the car when the cops told you 5 times. And of course, we have idiots on ESPN like Stephen A. Smith who are all on board with Tyreek Hill's story. Here's Stephen A. Smith and his idiotic opinions.
So let's understand, this is not a story about the handcuffs. This is not a story about Tyreek Hill being detained. It's how he was detained. That's the story. Why do you need him face down on the ground? Y'all know how hot it was in Florida yesterday? You know how hot that ground must have been? You put his body and his face on the pavement. You feel a need for 3, 4 different officers to surround him while that's happening. Once you put him in cuffs behind his back, you stand him up, and then afterwards some other officer comes down a minute later or so and forcibly sits him down. Why?
So according to Stephen A. Smith, this wasn't a story about why Tyreek was pulled over, arrested, or how he was acting disrespectfully towards the cops. It's a story about how he was placed on the ground and surrounded by cops after Tyreek was not cooperating. Stephen A. Smith said, "Do you know how hot the ground must have been when they placed him on the ground?" Are we serious right now, Stephen A. Smith? So instead of giving Tyreek Hill your wise words, because we all know you're so wise at ESPN, instead of showing Tyreek not to break the law, you were upset that the ground was too hot when the cops placed him there for, once again, people not cooperating with law enforcement and creating a hostile environment. It's amazing how these liberal analysts continue to spread false racism and believe we need to defund the police even more to protect a millionaire who broke the law. So let's recap, all right? Let's recap and end this segment before I break the internet from so many people calling me racist for calling out the facts and truth of Tyreek Hill's arrest. Tyreek Hill was speeding to Dolphin Stadium. He was pulled over for speeding and not wearing a seatbelt. The cops walked up to his car and knocked on his tinted windows. Tyreek rolled down the window and said multiple times, "Don't knock on my window like that. Don't knock on my window like that." Tyreek then rolled up his window and the cops went into defense mode because they can't see what he's doing in the car. The cops knocked on Tyreek's window again and told him to roll it down. Tyreek responded, "Don't tell me what to do." The cop then said, "Get out of the car," 5 times, and Tyreek refused. So they pulled Tyreek out of the car, arrested him, then sat him down on the curb. Apparently, according to liberal media, in the liberal media world, that's racist cops, not cops doing their jobs. Tyreek Hill, hey, you are a great football player. You are arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL. I enjoy watching you week after week performing backflips in the end zone after scoring a touchdown. It's pretty badass, I'll give you that. It must be really great to make $120 million to catch a ball for a living. But with all due respect, do the world a favor and apologize for your false narratives after your arrest. You're not using your platform for good as you thought you were doing. You were trying to convince the world that a millionaire football player who broke the law is a victim. You are not a victim, Tyreek Hill. You broke the law. And just like anyone else in the real world, even a millionaire wide receiver can get booked for speeding, not wearing a seatbelt, and refusing to cooperate with law enforcement.